In this video, we will be practicing writing an equation from words. So the directions here is we're going to first write an equation and then we're going to solve it to find what that missing number is. So it is important that we are going to first write the equation and then actually go through and solve it. So here we're going to be looking for those keywords that we talked about in our first video. So reading through this, I see it says the sum of twice a number and 15 is 45. And so the first keyword that I notice is sum. And we learned about in our first video that really just means addition. And then it says twice a number. So I do know that twice a means multiplication. We see that in our table here. So I'm doing 2 times. But it says 2 times a number. And I don't know what that number is. That is what we're trying to find. So every time it says a number, that really means we're just using our variable here. You can choose any letter, but I normally just choose X. And 15 is 45. So is, that means equals. So now when I go ahead and write that all out, I'm adding twice a number, so 2x plus 15 is equal to 45. So I wrote my equation. Now I'm going to go ahead and solve it to find what my number is, what x is equal to. So first, when I am solving these, I always want to move whatever's added or subtracted first. So I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. Do that opposite operation. So I get 2x is equal to 30. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. And so I get that x is equal to 15. Okay, looking at this next one, it says 7 times, so now it's multiplication, the difference, so subtraction, of a number, which we know is x, and 11 is negative 35. So this one's a little bit tricky. It's saying 7 times the difference. So if we go back up to our table, that means that we're going to be using our distribution property here, times the difference. So when I'm writing this out, I have 7 times, parentheses, the difference of a number and 11. So that's going to be x minus 11, and then equal negative 35. So I have my equation now. I can go ahead and solve it. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute my 7. So I have 7 times x to get 7x. 7 times negative 11 is negative 77 equals negative 35. I'm going to add 77 to both sides. And when I do that, I get that 7x is equal to negative 35 plus 77, which is 42. And then divide both sides by 7. And I get that x is equal to 6. Okay, number 3 says 18 less than a number is 10. So I know a number is x. And then I have less than. And that than is one of my flip words. So that means I'm really going to be swapping these places when I'm writing my equation. So instead of having 18 minus x, I'm going to have x minus 18 is equal to 10. So always look out for those flipping words because we're actually going to be flipping places across that computation. And so then to solve this, I have add 18 to both sides, and I get that x is equal to 28. Okay, and then this last one I have 5 divided into a number is 14. And so here is another one of my flipping words, into. So that means I need to swap places with 5 and a number, which is just going to be x. So instead of 5 divided by x, it's really going to be x divided by 5 is equal to 14. And then to solve that, I just multiply both sides by 5. and I get that x is equal to 70.